Hey everyone, right, today it's Veezoo number 2. We're going to look at connecting to the data and creating a semantic layer. I'm going to use the Billboard Hot 100 data again. That's the one I made a fantastic song with Suno in the last video. But now we're going to talk about how we make those definitions. So here's the data, but how did it get here? Well, we have a connection interface. All your big databases are there. You connect live with Veezoo. There is no caching, but we connect. So with the Billboard Hit 100 data, it's available as a CSV file, but we put it into a Google BigQuery table, and you just connect to your instance, select your tables, and you are good to go. But then you need to do some customization of the data. Let's take a look. Here's the data, and what I'm going to ask first is just optimize the knowledge graph. I'm using the vanilla plainest prompt I can. And I'm doing that because I want to show you the power of what I've discovered with semantic modeling in VKL. Let's see what Veezoo does. We're seeing a list of improvements it's doing. And what it's doing here is finding what's it doing. It's finding naming improvements, so we'll implement those, default aggregations, user experience, etc. And then it goes straight into the solution. And now we're seeing Veezoo's VKL language. So this is a proprietary language, but I'll come back to that later. What's really nice is it's giving me what it's doing. So the first thing we're doing is looking at names. So the name in the database is a number one's database data. We're saying, well, look, let's rename that to a chart hit, give it some synonyms and descriptions. It's reaching out to its world knowledge to make that. Love it. We can see also all the changes it's making as well, and it's setting some default displayed characteristics as well. So let's confirm that one. What else are we seeing? Now we're seeing a whole bunch of name optimizations, it looks like. So instrumental length sec should be instrumental length seconds. Love it. That's great. Interpolation, we get a description as well, and default averages. The left-hand side is showing what it was, and the right-hand side is showing what it is going to become. And I really like this because I'm in full power here. So let's confirm this one as well. And in fact, we can keep going down. For now, I'm just going to confirm them all. What I really like about this is we are seeing those changes. So we're reviewing them, and we're seeing them in really easy access ways. And that is the optimization complete. I've seen all those changes. I've been able to approve them, and it's now given me a result of what's happened. I'm really impressed with some of this. So loudest dB becomes loudest decibels, but it correctly works out the real format of what decibels should look like. It's coming up with synonyms, and literally every time I've run this, it comes up with a different one. Number one, chart hit, chart topper. It changes, but as we'll see in a minute, that's fully configurable by the human. And it's added some descriptions, synonyms, and phrase names as well in the filters. Right, so that's a really powerful start based on really a pretty lame prompt. Real work requires more detailed prompts. Let's go take a look at what's happened behind the scenes. Right, now I'm behind the scenes in Veezoo Studio, and this is where your data engineers and architects are going to do the work behind the scenes. And look, oh, lots of lovely codey text markup language. This is VKL, Veezoo Knowledge Language, and this defines the entire knowledge graph, which is used as the layer between Veezoo, your chat interface, and your data layer. And it's a proprietary language, but it's really quite straightforward. Okay, so here's our class. We can see that Veezoo added a bunch of synonyms to the chart hit. It's decided the main name will be chart hit, but I'm going to say I want it to be number one, right? I have this power to override things, but we can add and remove synonyms. We can look at all the fields as well. So BPM is beats per minute. It's created beats per minute speed tempo. It's fine. It's given us this is the underlying SQL field. It's added a default aggregation average and a description as well. I can change the thing. I actually would rather that be capitalized. And that is the power we have in Veezoo Studio. And it's like any good IDE environment. Everything is given autocomplete, and you've got the examples straight there. So The process we saw a minute ago was Veezoo doing the automation. We confirmed everything as we went, but I can go in and I've got that power to update things as I go. Now, something I really love about this is, as somebody who's in charge of semantics, I've got I can see all of it and make one change or change the whole text field and just click apply once. Right? I haven't got time to try and close that semantic gap and press open a dialog box every single time I want to make a single change. This is the whole thing, and I can use Veezoo's natural language to update it or do it here as well. I will say, in exploring Veezoo, sometimes in exploring the Veezoo chat interface, don't want to do that. I've asked it questions and it's gotten too complicated and it's just gone, oh, I can't do this. Help me by breaking it into smaller tasks. That's one of those experiences of the jagged frontier. I kind of assume now Veezoo can do everything. It can't. So I've got to feel my way to those limitations. But the good news is, what I genuinely like about this is it's all, if you look at DBT's semantic layer, YAML language, and you end up with something very similar. It's a very big text field, right? And data engineers and architects, we love big text fields. I was speaking to the Veezoo guys and I was like, well, this is a proprietary language. And yes, it is. If you go with Veezoo or something, you have to invest in the platform language to make it work. I think that's pretty reasonable. I did actually look around in ChatGPT. It appears that it can happily convert VKL to the YML files. Here's one I did earlier. I haven't tested this in DBT, but at least it's a way you can move where you ever to, right? That's something we've got to think forward on. So that's briefly the first look at the VKL here. Let's go into a bit more detail. Let's go back to the main Veezoo analytics area and show how we can create more measures that go into the core VKL. So let's say create a measure that tells me percentage of number one that were rock music. I'm a rock fan. High lung, awesome. Are they even rock? That's a different topic. But what I'm doing here is asking Veezoo to do the work for me. I want to see the percentage of number ones over time. I could just ask that question, but I can create reusable measures as well. So which is what I'm trying to show here. All right, here we go. We have a preview. And so to look at all the VKL it's written. It's created a measure. It's created the measure, given us the names and synonyms. And then we don't need to know this, but this is VKL defining that thing. Okay, so that's awesome. We can confirm that. And it's given us instructions on how can we use that. So in fact, it's given us this suggested question to ask and see and answer. What is the rock music percentage over time? And there's the sad reality of rock's descent. I just got my Spotify Unwrapped for the year. It says my music age is 70. I think that's mostly because I listen to the rock hits from this era. All right, so let's see the impact of what's happened. I'm going to ask the same question I asked last week or in the previous Veezoo video. I want to make a number one. Give me the characteristics I need for a 2020 to 2025 number one hit. I'm asking the same question because if we look at the last video, you'll see where we haven't done any knowledge graph optimization. The terminology is far less readable than the results we get now. So as we look at the results, we're getting average BPM and we're getting those results. That's nice. Percentage of chart hit and percentage of chart hit. We're seeing things that are much more readable. Song structure with duration of chart hit. I'm going to change chart hit so it says number one. In fact, let's just go and do that, shall we? Let's call, I don't like chart hit. I'm going to say number one. We'll save that. Hey everybody, editing Andy here from the future. You'll notice in the video that I changed number one or chart hit to number one, and I'd already done that earlier in the video. I did do this over a couple of sessions, but you are genuinely seeing the flow along with the challenges and the frustrations. Anyway, so yes, I did that step twice. Let's go back to the video. In fact, so we're going to go and it's done it. I'm going to ask the question again. I want to make a number one. Give me the characteristics I need for a 2025 number one hit. And it should be even more readable again. And there you go. We're already seeing the changes here. Recent number one hits. Maybe I'll color number ones. Who knows? We get the same results that we did a moment ago. And see, it's just much more readable. And that continues throughout the dashboard. And if we wanted to then go and create a number one, we still get a similar output we could put somewhere else. But now parallel that to your own data and how you would build that semantic layer. So, as I said, I remain really impressed. I love the comfort that everything is just in a markup language. VKL, it's not hard to learn, similar to what DBT is doing. I love the fact that I can define semantics all in a single screen. I don't have to click endless dialog boxes every single way. You can set precision, decimal points, you can do conditional formatting, you can create whole new calculations. And you can do it in the interface or by typing directly in VKL. One challenge I have found is when you're using the natural language interface, it doesn't always work, right? There is this jagged frontier. Some things you might think are easy, it can't interpret correctly. You have to go to the VKL. Some things you think are really hard, it does it all. I think that's the nature of every AI-based product at the moment. It is frustrating. And, Veezoo is suffering from that too. But overall, hand on heart, I've done way more semantic modeling than I probably did in the last 5 years of Tableau desktop usage in total. Right? I know I could have fixed all the data models in my Tableau data sources. I know I could have added synonyms. I know I could have done better aliasing. I know I could have renamed the fields. Did I? No, because I'm lazy and it was too many clicks. This is far fewer clicks. Is it the future of semantics? Well, check it out for yourself. Take care.